Welcome everyone to our beautiful campus. Yeah, Silent Lam from the undergraduate core education team. So I'm the academic director. So, what is Common Core? Okay, so you can tell from our program schedule today, I'm in a very special category. So this talk is under the university talks, okay, but all other talks is about admission. Except this one, okay? Too special, okay? Too special that you can't tell from the categories, okay, what is this about? Okay. So, this is something you can't find when you look for the admission pages of the university. Wherever you are admitted from the HKUST or JEE, or you come from elsewhere in the world. Okay? Yeah, because Common Core program is not a program you can declare out on your admission, but something compulsory. When you admitted to the university, this is something you ought to do, okay? And you need to spend 1/4 of your time at UST to study for the Common Core educations, okay? You can't escape from it, okay? So this is not something really nice to share with visitors, okay? It will scare you, yeah. Because the trade-off is that if you do not need to learn from this Common Core program, the trade-off is you can graduate within 3 years instead of 4. Okay? Yeah. Financially speaking, you pay 1 less year of tuition fee. Okay? You go to the job market 1 year early, okay, to earn your living. Yeah. But this is not just a bad news from HKUST. It applies across all local sister institutions. And I will say, no matter you continue your studies, okay, in mainland China, US, UK, the same. You will realize that not just the secondary school, I need to spend some time. Let's say if you are interested in art subject, why I need to learn math? Why? And if you are interested in science and engineering, you will also question why I need to learn something about art. Okay? So in doing your secondary school study, okay, the curriculum already incorporates something you have no choice. Same applies with the UG. Okay? Only when you continue to pursue further study, okay, in postgraduate level, you can have your own choice, making every single credit, okay, in use for the thing you like. But I will say this one is an important talk to help you to choose, not which program you want to admit, but it can help you to choose which university you would like to apply. Okay? So if you want to study computer science, okay, so in terms of ranking, HKUST, our computer science is very good. Business education is also very good. And I would say even pure science, physics, math, chemistry, we might not just be the top 3, okay? We might be top 2. Okay? So besides of the subject you're looking for, I would say this talk helps you to think from another angle whether you will choose HKUST or Hong Kong U or CHK. Okay? Yeah, I think people visited come here, you are making this choice. You are not trying to choose HKUST compared with CityU and 4U. Okay? Yeah, right? Okay, so we are in the same page, okay? Yeah, so at the end you choose CHK, Hong Kong U, okay? Yeah, this is your choice. But my job is, okay, to try to tell you, besides of the major program, how our senior management, okay, think of education. So our senior management, okay, very ambitious in education. Although from an outsider point of view, okay, UST is a research-oriented institution, okay, but in reality, they pay special attention in designing the undergraduate curriculum. So they allow the possibility for schools to design their own program. But for the undergraduate program as a whole, okay, your learning experience in these 4 years, okay, they pay special attention, okay, and this is, okay, the threshold they want to provide, okay, and communicate with students and your future employers, okay, and probably also communicate to parents what we expect when your children, okay, students spend 4 years at HKUST. We want all graduates to be able to demonstrate these 7 attributes to their future employers. Okay? These 7 attributes can be captured by a very fancy slogan, ABC Life. Okay? Academic excellence, board-based education, competency, capacity building, leadership, teamwork, international outlook, vision and orientation to the future, ethical standards and compassion. Very ambitious. So, this is the question from Professor Lam to you. Do you think your high school, secondary school education, or probably including your primary school education, can help you to build up all these 7 attributes? No. Probably not, right? So how can the university senior management expect students spend 4 years here, okay, to fix the problem? So ethical standards compression, you start learning it from primary school. Okay, might be starting from the kindergarten. Okay, vision orientation. Okay, if you learn from news, you learn from internet. International outlook, okay, the same. Okay, leadership and teamwork. Okay, so young generations, okay, besides of their academic life, okay, you have different kinds of leadership training also in your pre-university study. Okay, then how is it possible for these 4 years make this happen? Then it will be a division of labor. For the major program, okay, the most of the time you spend at HKUST is spent on your major program, okay, to make sure you can pursue academic excellence. And besides of what you learn in the classroom, okay, so just like you refer to the info day brochure, okay, the schedule, we also arrange different campus tours to allow you to explore the life of HKUST, which is important for the co-curriculum and extracurriculum development of the students. And for the common core program, okay, which students spend 1/4 of time here, the main target is try to broaden your horizon beyond your major study. Okay, change your soft skill, okay, on top of the hard skills you learn from your major program, and then try to build your capacity, okay, of your leadership, okay, vision and orientation to the future, and also compassion. So how is it possible? Is we try to incorporate this requirement, okay, in the 4-year study of all HKUST students. No matter you are studying in math, computer science, finance, okay, so all students need to complete 30 credits, okay, from this common core curriculum. So normally, all all UG degrees at HKUST, the minimum graduation requirement is 120. So 1/4 of your credit contribute to this common core program. Okay? And in this common core program, we try to build students' soft skill competencies from our foundational training, okay, and allow you to have different exposure of common core courses offered by different schools. And at the end, okay, we allow you to complete 3 credits of an optional hands-on project, okay, based on this framework. So when you look for the information, okay, of HKUST, there are so many numbers come up, okay, telling you that how good this university was, right? You go to our homepage, okay, different numbers. So QS ranking, the ranking is 3rd, okay. But I would say most of this ranking based on the assessment of the research output, okay, and the contribution of our faculty instead of our students, except one. Sorry for the resolution, okay. So here, the middle one is that we are ranked number 24 in global employability university ranking in survey 2025. Global employability, not local, global. How good our graduates, okay? UG, PG, all students together. How well the education can prepare them to find jobs. So we are not just a research-oriented institution, okay? But we did. Maybe, okay, this is actually the credit of our graduates in faculty, okay. But we did have data showing that our students, graduates have no problem in finding jobs, okay. We are number 24, okay, globally, and we are number 1 in Hong Kong for more than a decade. More than a decade, okay. If I'm correct, okay, we are 13 years in a row, number 1. Yeah, this is a number, okay, nobody recognized. Okay. So when UST try to structure for the top 3 positions, okay, locally, but actually we have one ranking, we always beat Hong Kong UST, not because of our faculty, but because of you, the students. Yeah. We are number 1 in Hong Kong and number 3 in Greater China. Can you guess who is number 1 and number 2? Beida Tsinghua. For students admitted in Beida Tsinghua, it is not because the education, okay, of Beida Tsinghua make them be employable, but they will result into Gaokao, right? Yeah. With that result in Gaokao, you've been admitted in Beida Tsinghua, well, it's somehow it guarantees you can find a job in mainland China. Yeah. But this ranking, okay, so when this is a global employment survey, okay, it do include finding jobs in local cities, okay, local countries. But from a perspective, okay, from a global employment perspective, okay, we only behind Beida Tsinghua. Okay. So that's why our senior management try to build up on, okay, these abilities of our graduates to reframe our common core education 5 years ago, okay, during pandemic. During pandemic, we have a major curriculum change for common core curriculum. Okay. And we try to emphasize more in these 30 credits. Before the revamp, these 30 credits, okay, just allow students to take different subject areas beyond their major studies. But after that, we urge or instructors who teaching these common core courses to integrate at least one element, okay, from these 4 areas in course design. Okay, which is something that our senior management think is the most important characters that can help our students to be more competitive. Even we are already number 1, okay, our senior management still want us to be more competitive to find jobs. Okay. So the 4 elements are: the first, the basic ability of communication; second, personal development; third, problem-solving ability; and fourth, social responsibility. Okay. So why these 4 elements are important for finding jobs? Why? Yeah, you can discuss with your parents, okay? Why these are important in finding jobs? Yeah. So first, why someone hired you? I'm hiring someone to help me to solve the problem, not ask the problem. Okay? Yeah. I want someone to help me to solve the problem. Okay? The basic ability, okay, that help you to find a job. Okay? Yeah. So please, doing job interview, okay, don't say I want to learn something, okay, from the company. Okay? You need to show the HR people you can help the company, the institution to solve problems. Okay? Then second, so now, okay, we are in AI generation. Do you think students graduated before pandemic, in general, they have any training on AI? No. And I'm in 40, okay? So my peers in my age, okay, are management level, okay, in different sectors. Do you think they will learn AI? It depends. It depends if they want to further promotion. Okay? If you earn enough, that's okay. Yeah, if you earn enough, that's okay. So nowadays, okay, when we talk about our personal goal, okay, so for a few students, okay, they will say that, not just students, okay, it might be for adults, they will think that, okay, oh, beyond taking care of my own life, raising my family, I want to contribute to the society. Okay? If you have that mindset, okay, you have very good quality. But for the general population, it's too much. Okay? There's nothing wrong for us to care about ourselves first, okay, and then raise our own family. It already did a good job. Okay? And only a few people can think about, okay, beyond your own comfort zone, your own family, you contribute more to the society. Okay? But do you think what you learn from the 4 years of undergraduate study can help you secure your job till 60? No. No. Anyone say that, okay, you can ask, okay. So I think you will still spend some time, okay, at UST to learn from different programs. If any program director tell you that, okay, so your son, your daughter spent 4 years in my program, okay, it makes his life secure for his life, I will say, you ask the question, okay. Did you, okay, you ask the faculty, what you learn in your time as a UG student, are you still using that? So most faculty like me, 40, 50, what we learned in the past already outdated. So at the end, on top of the major program, okay, which cannot be that flexible to teach young education, okay, the cutting edge knowledge, okay. So we have this common core program with a relatively flexible course design, okay, to allow students to choose. Some courses might not be well developed at that moment, okay, but can give students some taste about cutting edge knowledge. This is about the training of personal development, okay. Always be a reminder that what you learn at this moment is not enough. You need to improve days from days, okay. And after you complete the program, okay, you enter the job market, you survive by yourself in the society. No one can force you to learn more except yourself. And then why communication? Yeah, I have friends, okay, from other departments saying that, okay, we don't communicate, okay. Yeah, we sit in our office, do our equation, do our programming, we don't communicate. Is it possible? For a few genius, it's possible. I think for most of us, we are not genius. We cannot solve all problems by ourselves. No matter how hard we try, okay, to have a sense of personal development to make ourselves better, we have limits. So at the end, we need to work as a team. Okay? Yeah, and the key element, okay, for a team to be successful is communication ability. Yeah. Not just about English and Chinese proficiency, okay, but also you can understand cultural diversity. Okay? Yeah. The perspective from different angles. So all common core courses are not designed for one single discipline. Okay? These courses are open to all HKUST students, and in this course, some of them, okay, require group work, so you will have the chance, okay, to meet students outside of your school, outside of your major, and you don't just to learn from the instructor, but you learn from your peers. Yeah. Same apply to your future. Don't come back to ask the instructor questions. Sometimes really, we might be outdated. What you need is you build your own network with same-minded friends, okay? Then you improve together. So at the end, social responsibility, okay, is the thing I already mentioned, okay? On top of securing your own financial needs, the needs of your family, okay? So at the final stage of education, okay, we also want to remind students, okay, if you're just looking for the goal is fire, okay, not being fired, okay, but financial independence, retire early, okay, 财政自由，财技 okay. If this is your goal, okay, you don't need to spend any time, okay, to do volunteer work, okay. You don't need to contribute to society, okay. You contribute to society by taxation, okay. Besides of that, okay, you are already enjoying a good life, okay. But from the university perspective, okay, as we are a publicly funded university, we still want to remind graduates, okay, yeah, if you have that ability, you are capable to do it a little bit more, not just for yourself, okay, but also for others, for the society. Okay, so to achieve this goal, okay, to make sure, okay, all graduates, okay, can demonstrate this kind of attributes or mentality. So in the Common Core framework, okay, we first require students to take some foundational courses to build some basic capacity in the 4 areas, okay, communication skills, okay, have a growth mindset, okay, to learn by yourself, improve yourself, and contribute to society, and also the basic ability of problem solving. So as I mentioned, the Common Core revamp, okay, happened during pandemic, actually before the growing impact of AI. So at that moment, we think that critical thinking ability and data literacy, okay, is the basic problem-solving skills across different disciplines. Yeah, but we are thinking about a new curriculum, okay? So probably if you admitted to UST 5 from the next year, so this group will become critical thinking, AI, and data literacy. Okay? So our common core curriculum allows this type of flexibility, okay, to incorporate any new elements that the job market needs. And after the basic training in the foundational group, okay, students are required to take 4 courses outside of your home major, okay? And this will be a chance to allow you to think about whether the basic abilities you learn from the foundational school, okay, can be applied in different fields. Okay? So if, for example, if you are a student from the engineering school, you need to take 4 courses out of 5 areas, say art, humanities, science, social analysis, and sustainability. And if you are a business school student, then social analysis, okay, you already have enough preparation in your major study. Then you take 4 courses out of art, humanities, science, technology, and sustainability. And at last, okay, if the courses the university provides to you still can't fit your need, okay, you might at the end, okay, after spending 3 years here, okay, at the end you made some good friends, okay, from different programs. Then you can all together, okay, to study for some project group courses, okay, in terms of research, teaching, problem solving on some global challenges like elderly society, environmental issues, okay. And practice means internship, okay? So even though you are not studying at HKUST, okay, you are doing an internship, a summer internship, okay, in a local company. With that experience, on top of that experience, you write a 2-pager self-reflection to tell us how you can demonstrate the 4 kinds of abilities: communications, problem solving, social responsibilities, and personal development, okay? Then you can receive free credits from this common core education, okay? So we don't want you to just learn from the instructors and learn within the classroom, okay? This is not enough for you to survive, okay? So at the end, okay, so what is the value, okay, of common core educations, and why we need to force all students to spend 1 more year here with us instead of set them free, okay, to the job market. Okay. So this kind of abstract questions before the time of AI, yeah, who should be asked for this kind of questions? Educator, yeah. Probably you will not ask an engineer or a scientist what is the value of common core education. Yeah. This kind of question actually, yeah, is belong to the expertise either, okay, of educators or of philosophers. Okay? So I still didn't introduce to you what is my background. Okay? Yeah. Do I look like someone from business school? Yeah. When you find someone is that talkative, okay, you see, okay, this is a businessman. Yeah. Actually, okay, I studied philosophy. Yeah. And Chinese philosophy. Okay? Yeah. I'm not from science school, engineering school, or business school. Okay, I'm from the school of humanities and social science. So beyond the time of AI, okay, this kind of questions, okay, under the scope of humanities education, okay. But with the help of AI, okay, my colleagues, okay, in other schools, especially for the scientists and engineers, okay, in the past, okay, they try to avoid communicators, okay? But because usually, in a debate, okay, they can't win the debate, okay, when they talk to someone from business school, okay? Yeah, but nowadays they are not afraid. Every time, so in the past, they can still prepare for the debate. But what they can prepare is still from their own mindset. But with the help of AI, okay, you can treat that. Now we all have this personalized assistant, okay? We can always ask for more ideas. It breaks the knowledge boundary, okay? There is no knowledge belong to a special group. So now the engineers and scientists is very comfortable in communication, okay? Even though in real-time communication, okay, they just pick up their cell phone and ask the AI, okay, I have a question, I don't have an answer. Any suggestions? Okay. So that's why, okay, for someone, okay, who learn from humanities transition, okay, I also see the value of common core. Okay. As I just said, what I learned cannot help me to secure my job, okay, until my retirement life. So I need that mentality for self-improvement. So 3 years ago, not just this year, 3 years ago, I spent one summer to learn home engineering. Yeah, from an online course. Yeah, and this is the certificate. Yeah, this is not my job requirement. Okay, but I'm aware if I have no knowledge about AI, I will be replaced. Okay? Same apply to young generation. Okay. At the end, we might see you again, okay, next year on campus. You enjoy your 4-year studies, okay, with very good performance, and you receive dozens of job offers. Then you need to find, okay, one you like, okay. But when you are in your age of your parents, okay, you need to face another problems, okay. At that time, your parents might not be able to help you anymore. Okay, you need to find a solution not to you, but also to your kids. Then what you need is, okay, the sense of self-improvement. Okay, so remember, okay, if at the end you choose Hong Kong U, CHK, Tsinghua, Beida, it's okay. We totally understand. Yeah, but remember someone here today, okay, share his own story with you. I study philosophy. I study Chinese philosophy. Can I stop learning new things? Yes. What Manchu said, what Confucius said, the analysts never change. I can keep all my PowerPoint slides being used for another 20 years. Okay? You have AI. At this moment, okay, 10 years later you have another thing, 20 years later you have another thing. I can still go back to the original text of Confucius Manchus. Okay, this is the wisdom, okay, from the ancient sage. Okay, it didn't change. Okay, but even my job is that stage. Okay, I still think that I need to learn more. Okay. Not just contribute to my own career, but contribute to the university team development. Okay, and as a father, okay, I can learn this stuff, okay, to educate my child because my child might not be interested in philosophy. Okay, okay, so that's the sharing today to all the visitors, and hope that I can meet you one day on campus. So, any questions? So students have the flexibility to complete the 30 credit requirement within 4 years. Yeah.
So you get 30 credits.
Yeah. Yeah, 30 credits. So we usually will recommend students to complete it as soon as possible. Yeah, because the best education at university is that let the kids, okay, to have more exposure in the first 2 years, and then allow them to find the thing they like and they are capable. Okay, and in the last 2 years, they focus on that major program. Okay, have internship experience on that particular area that can strengthen, that can make them more competitive. Okay, in job market and also further study.
So the course in this program cannot be changed. It's just set, not cannot be chosen.
So it is open to all students. Okay, so if quota is available, students can enroll to it. Okay.
My question is, so the course is set, cannot be changed with ABCD. I just can choose or ABCD or I need to choose.
Oh, okay. So what I mentioned here, yeah, these are not 6 courses, but 6 group of courses. In each group, we have more than 10 options, okay, to allow students to choose.
So it's mandatory to
Yeah.
take all?
Yeah, and not all, 4 out of these 6.
4 out of 6?
Yeah. Yeah, and I just mentioned, okay, so next year we probably will have a minor change for this area to incorporate AI. And I'm not sure, okay, because the Hong Kong government still hasn't enlarged, okay, who will be the first medical school in Hong Kong. Yeah, but you can guess, okay, if we are the number 3 university in Hong Kong with the medical school, then you will have medical science here. Yeah.
Sorry, Professor, I have a question. Maybe it's not directly related to this common core question, but it's just I heard US still has a reputation that it has a lot of Chinese students and they not integrate so well together with the local students. Are there some program that you will have the mixed cultural integration?
Okay. Yeah. I think the fact is that, okay, before the Hong Kong government released, okay, the threshold of non-local students from 20 to 40, 2 years ago, all universities have at most 20% of students outside of Hong Kong, okay? And I would say compared to Hong Kong view, the mainland student population is higher, okay, for the UG, within the 20%. But after the local government, okay, released that threshold to 40 and next year to 50, last year only Hong Kong you meet that target. Yeah. And you can track how can they meet that target. They are also feeded from the mainland market. Okay. So I think same apply to all sister universities in the future.
Yeah, I can see the percentage. But I just mean there are some programs that help to integrate, or because my daughter's her major language is English. Is there some program that help her to mingle with the local?
So HKUST, the official teaching medium is English. Yeah, we have only a very few courses taught in Cantonese or Mandarin. Yeah, 98% or above courses taught in English.
Yeah, I can understand the teaching media. What I know is there's some core thing about the cultural mixture or the
At least for campus life, we don't have this kind of label. For example, when students being assigned to different student hall, we don't group students in the same background, okay, in the same forum. Okay, we want that diversity. But at the end, okay, young generation, okay, they just want to stay with people with same mindset, okay. So that's why we have a course to really teach them to build up their growth mindset instead of fixed. I would say At the end, this is our commitment to do it. Whether it can be achieved or not, okay, it quite depends on the individuals. Yeah.
And how many percentage of the students are from overseas?
From
Overseas?
In the admission year, this 2526, half of the local are overseas,